What's up, guys? Good morning, everybody. Buenos dias. We're back at the shop, back in the garage. Thank you for watching. If you're new to this channel, to this welding channel, don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button. If you could possibly share, that would be great. That would really help my channel out. My name's Rick. I'm a welder fabricator. I be mobile welding. I'll be welding it right here in the house, in the shop. What we do right here is we basically do iron gates. We be welding sliding gates, double gates, fences, handrails, all that cool stuff. We also repairs. We do repairs. And if you're into that kind of stuff, stick around. You'll probably see something you like. And yeah. So today, what we're gonna be doing, we're gonna be doing a little bit of work. I decided to bring you guys along so you guys can take a look at the things that I'm doing. So let's get to it. Alright, so here I have some sections that I already fabricated. They're going to a client in San Bernardino. This is a sliding gate. It's a 25 foot long sliding gate. It has some fence panels in front of it. 2 fence panels. We got another fence panel over here. Today what we're gonna basically be doing, we're gonna be painting this one. We're gonna paint that. It's a double gate. We're gonna be painting this double gate, and that's for one client. But over here we have another client. All this is another client. We're basically gonna be adding wood to this double gate. It's a little double gate. We're gonna be adding wood to it. So let's get to it, because I gotta install it tomorrow. All right, guys, so we already got the area cleared out a little bit. We put all the sections that were right here, put them in the garage, so we could put the wood slats on the iron frame that's over there. And after painting that black iron frame, after putting the wood slats on the black iron frame, we're gonna be putting paint on that one. Yes, sir. So these here are the wood slats that I'm gonna be using for the iron gate. This wood is RedWood. I used some polyurethane to stain it. What I'm doing now, I'm getting the gate, the iron frame. I'll put it on top of the welding table, so I could go ahead and insert the slats once it's nice and stable. Now you see, the reason that I'm checking out the slats is because I sanded them down, but the one side I sanded it more than the other side, so it's glossier. It gives it a better look. You always want to make sure that you got the best look in the front, the outside view. I'm having a little bit of a hard time getting this wood slat in there. I kind of noticed that it wasn't the one for this gate. As you guys can see, I got the other one, put it in there, flipped it over, fit right on, Alright, guys, so this is a double gate. The other piece is over there. We still got to put the wood on it. As you guys can see, this is what it's gonna look like, but we just need to put a flat bar all around the edges so the wood could stay in place. So what I am doing now, I am marking down the flat bar. I measured the gate where it's gonna go. Now I am gonna cut it with a chop saw. I'm gonna go back to the wood gate, put it on, make sure it fits nice and good. Same thing to the top. I'm gonna cut it down.
You always want to make sure that it fits nice, you know. Same thing to the top, you want to make sure that it fits nice. Now the flat bar that I'm going to be using for this gate is 1/2 inch flat bar, 1/8 thickness. As you guys seen, I went back, measured again. It's always better to measure twice, cut once. So now what I'm doing, I'm grabbing my grinder, I'm switching my cutting disc to my flap disc. I'm gonna grind down every edge wherever I'm gonna be welding. Grind it down a little bit so you could have a nice looking weld. I'm gonna go over here. Now we're gonna do this for the whole framing, you know. Grind it down a little bit with the flap disc so when you weld, it could get a nice looking weld. You don't want to weld over the paint. Here I got my welding helmet, my Lincoln Viking welding helmet. Thank you, baby girl, for giving me this welding helmet for Christmas. Okay guys, so what I'm using here is a clamp, a C-clamp. I'm using this so I could press the flat bar onto the gate. Okay, so I tried using a little wood slat so the wood wouldn't get damaged with the flame, but that didn't seem to work out, so I went ahead and grabbed the 2 5/8 pickets that were just welded together for some reason, and it seemed to work pretty fine, you know. That's gonna cover the wood from getting damaged, and that's what I used, and it worked fine for me.
Alright guys, so basically what I did, I just welded up the flat bar on the wood gate, but I put this right here so that won't happen. You see what happened there? So you always want to protect the wood. So we're gonna go ahead and do that all around the gate.
Here I am using my Amico Power welder. You know, it's a very good welder. It's made me a lot of money already. Very good little reliable welder. It don't weigh much, and it really kicks in, you know. You could either weld with a 220 connector or a 110. I am using a 6013 rod, 3/32. For the material that I'm using, I mean, it's not no structural steel material. It's iron gate, so we don't need to be using no 6018 rod, or you know, 6013 seems to work pretty fine and gives it a good looking bead. Okay guys, so now I am measuring the sides of the gate so I could insert a flat bar as well. You want the flat bar to be all around the gate, not just on the top or on the sides. You want it to be all around so it could give it a nice look. Same process, you know, I'm cutting a flat bar again so I can put them on the side. It's 2 of them, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut 2. Okay, so what I'm doing here, I'm grinding off the edges. You always want to take off the slag, because when you cut, there's always going to be slag. You want to cut that off. So I'm coming back to the gate, and I put it where it goes. It fit perfectly fine. You know, now I moved the gate a little bit over here so I could try to put my clamp in there, and it fit fine. So now we're going to get to it. Clamp it all down, tack it all around. I don't know if you guys have a welding helmet that carries a 4C lens, but man, you guys should really check them out. It gives you a good view, and I don't know, for some reason the light looks bluish around, you know. I don't know, it looks weird, it looks cool. I like it. You guys should really look into it. Lincoln Electric 4C lens helmet. It's pretty cool. So now I'm back at the other side of the gate. I'm ready to weld the other flat bar. I'm ready to tack it. You see, you want to tack it every like 6 inches, 7 inches. You know, you don't want the tacks to be all close to each other. Every 6 inches is fine. I mean, you don't gotta sit there and measure it. You know, you could just eyeball it a little bit. You know. You know, building stuff like this is very cool. It's very entertaining. You know, your day goes by so fast. Like, if you guys are into this stuff, like, you guys should really like stay dedicated, and you know, business will go up. I don't know if you guys are doing this as a hobby, or you guys are viewing this, you know, just to learn. But I mean, if you want to make it a full-time thing, you gotta stay dedicated, advertise, you know, Facebook Marketplace. I mean, social media is a thing right now, you know, and if you want to do it, you could do it. Stay dedicated, and you'll get money. You'll get your thing going, man. So what I'm doing now, I'm changing my flap disc. You know, it kind of seemed to run out on me. It wasn't grinding as good. I got my stone disc. It seems to work a little better. You know, you want to make sure that you only weld down the weld. I mean, grind down the weld. You know, you don't want to sit there and grind down the whole frame. You know, you don't want to mess up what you're building. You know, you want to just smooth it out a little bit. And if you have a flap disc, go to the store and give it another touch up, and it'll look even better, you know.
Alright guys, so we already welded the flat bar all around. The flat bar that I used was 1/2 inch by a 1/4 thickness. This is how it's gonna look. Now all you gotta do is paint it, repaint it, and that's it. Now we're gonna go to the other one and do the same thing, and then we're gonna go paint the back gate as well.
Alright, so what I'm doing now, I'm just getting this gate out the way, you know. I'm getting it off the table. I'm about to set it to the side. I'm about to put the other one back where I'm about to put the other one back in the welding table, and about to, you know, same process. Put the wood slats, put the flat bar, and just build it little by little. All right, guys. So here's the other frame. The frame that I'm using, it's 1x1 square tubing, 14 gauge thickness. Same thing for the hinges. The hinges, the pole, that's the square tubing that the hinges are welded onto. 1-inch square tubing. I mean, this is what the customer wanted. He didn't want nothing major, nothing heavy duty, you know, just something basic, simple, but nice, you know.
Alright guys, so basically we're already done putting the flat bar all around the frame. Now what we gotta do is go to the next door. That's another customer that we're gonna be working with. All we gotta do is paint it. We gotta turn this in tomorrow Sunday, today's Saturday. That one we're gonna turn it in sometime next week, but I want to have it ready too. It's gonna carry wood slats, same wood slats as this ones, which are the ones in the garage. So let's get to it, man. All right guys, so we got them ready, lined up, ready to get painted. Let's do this. Alright guys, so everything's ready to get painted now. The paint that I have, it's some industrial paint for iron, for steel. So basically I'm gonna show you guys a little bit, but I'm not gonna be out here recording because I don't want my camera to get painted on. But yeah, let's do this.
Alright guys, so for this video we're gonna be using the Harbor Freight McGraw air compressor. Alright, this is an 8-gallon oil-free air compressor. I mean, this is the second Harbor Freight air compressor that I've bought. I bought one, I believe, in 2019. It lasted me about 2 years. This one I barely bought it about 6 months ago. I mean, they do the job. They be on all day, working all day, and can't complain. Alright guys, so we already painted one. This is what it looks like. Now we gotta hit the other one. After hitting the other one, we're gonna run to Home Depot. We gotta go get some rollers, a little small roller. That's what I like painting the wood gate with, the flat bar around. I'm gonna go get some rollers and paint it around, and we should call it a day. Alright guys, so we already got the rollers, a 1/4, 4-inch rollers. Now we're gonna go back home and finish painting them. Alright guys, we're already back in the shop, but before we get to anything, on my way back I bumped into the tamalero, bought me some tamales, you know, some lunch. I'm gonna eat this real quick and then we're gonna touch up that wood gate and call it a day. Alright guys, so now that we already put the wood in this gate, all we gotta do now is just paint the edges, paint the flat bar. Alright guys, so I already painted the frame on this little gate. I still need to paint the frame on the other one. As you guys can see, the little roller paints it nice, and that's why I like to go get it. Now let's do the other one. So guys, alright guys, so this is the fence that I had in the shop. Now I already installed it. This is what it looks like. And the wood gate that we fabricated right now, it's right over here. Here it is. But yeah guys, I hope you guys enjoyed my video. Hopefully you guys give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'm out. I'm about to head home, and I'll catch you guys later.